Thank you.
All right, we're live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another live edition of Legends from the Past and Future Show. And we got a show for you tonight. Also, we are streaming live on YouTube, so if you're out there, make sure you subscribe to the show. All right. Uh, uh, we got a surprise for everybody. Tonight, I want to introduce our newest member coming to us from Frostburg University. Her name is Deja Smith. Deja, how you doing, Deja?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, I go to Frostburg State University. I live in Millersville, Maryland, and um, my major is sports promotions and communications. And with that, I want to do social media.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Deja is a product of what the Legends from the Past stand for. We are trying to push young students, college students, people that's about to enter college, or the ones that are there now, trying to put money in their pocket. Deja now is a product of what we're trying to do. Jeannie, how you doing, Jeannie?
I'm doing well, Almond. Doing good.
So how have you been?
Good. I'm on grandma duty this week. I've had my granddaughter with me all week.
All right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. That's what I'm talking
7.
about. How old is your granddaughter?
7.
7.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ayana, how you doing, Ayana? Unmute your mic.
Oh, all is well. Feeling a little tired, but it's been a good day. It's been a good day.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Roger, what's going on? How you doing? Roger. Roger, can you hear me?
Yeah, y'all had blinked off for a second. What happened? What did you say? I hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you, man. I can hear you. Good. How you doing, man?
I'm hanging on in there. Each day is better than the last day.
Awesome.
Yep, I got up this morning and then I laid back down. I was just making sure I could get up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sometimes you got to practice, man. You got to practice.
Well, our guest is in the house. So we're going to bring him on. And without further ado, here he is, Mr. Armand Wallace. How you doing, Mr. Wallace?
I'm doing excellent. How's everybody else?
Doing good. Welcome to the show.
Doing well.
Welcome to the show, Almond.
Yeah, same thing.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much. Bless.
Good. Well, you know what? This is what we're gonna do, Mr. Wallace. We're gonna travel down memory lane. Okay. Tell us a little bit about where you were born. Where were you born?
I was born in Newport News, Virginia, Riverside Hospital.
Where were you raised?
All over the world.
What are some of the things that you enjoyed doing while growing up?
Being able to travel, see the world at a young age, being out of the country in the U.S., being what they call a military brat, should I say?
Military brat. Tell us about on to.
Say it again.
Tell us about some of the places that you've gone to. What are some of the places you experienced?
Oh man, I've been to Germany. Can't really explain how much I experienced that. I was real young. I've been to Missouri.
AJ, can you hear me? Oops. Mr. Wallace, can you hear me?
A lot. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you freezing up.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, now you've been to where now?
I've been a lot of places. Korea, Japan, Illinois, Maryland. Anywhere you probably think I've probably been there.
Awesome. All right, so what are some of the schools you've gone to?
Oh man. Shoot, the ones I remember is probably Osan, Korea, Leavenworth in Kansas, Center Township in PA, Hudson Community College, Southern Illinois University. Now I'm in Moreland University doing grad school out of DC.
Awesome. Before we move to the next question, I want to say what's up to Kenny Adams. Thanks for joining us tonight, Kenny. I really appreciate your presence. All right, now, did you play any sports growing up?
I did. Played football. Of course, I played football. I played basketball. I played baseball, and I ran track.
So what sport did you feel was you? What sport did you like the most?
Football was me. That's the sport I liked the most. But if I knew what I knew now, I probably would have stuck with baseball. So I'm probably one of those $200 million baseball players right now. But I stuck with the sport that paid for my schooling. So football it was.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna defer now to Miss Jeannie Day.
All right, Armand. So, what was your most memorable country or city that you've lived in?
I would have to say my most memorable city or country I lived in was Korea. That was an experience of a lifetime. Let's just say in Korea, I grew up earlier than I should have. But it was an amazing experience. Let's just say I tried to act older than I should have, and it cost me, but I had a good time out there.
How long were you there?
We was there for 3 years.
Okay. All right. So you was there with your parents?
Yeah, I was there with my parents.
Okay. All right. So I have a son that's in Germany. He's playing football in Germany.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but you say you were much younger. You was young when you were in Germany. So
the only thing I remember about Germany is the cold days of snow and people putting chains on their tires to go up the hill.
Okay. Nice. Let's see. And you said so football, and also my son took that path as well. So he played several sports and was able to was offered some scholarships, but football paid his way through college.
Yes.
Smart move.
Gotta take the free and easy money.
Exactly. Yeah. So how many siblings do you have?
I have 2 younger brothers and 1 older sister.
Okay. All right. So are they all in the area or?
I have 1 in the area, 1 in California, and 1 right now in Wisconsin for a short time period.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have right now. So, Ayana, Roger.
Ayana, go ahead.
Awesome. So, you said you played football. Now, was it something that you were born into and expected to do, or was it something that you were truly passionate about?
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not gonna be saying I'm not at all. First, I would say it was something I was born into, something that I became passionate about, and it was something that I was trying to be better than my father was at. I think I achieved all three of them.
Okay, and so in your early years, so at what age did at what age did you start playing?
Oh man, I started. I want to say around like 6 or 7.
Okay, and what was your first position? Do you remember?
My first position, I played linebacker, and I was the heavy set running back.
Okay. Quick on your feet?
Yeah, very quick, always quick.
Awesome. Passing it on to Roger.
Well, I already knew that you was gonna be a football player before you was born, because when I was in high school with your father, we was talking at the lunch table. I'm supposed to be in class. I ain't gonna say we was hooping, but and he said when I had kids, my son gonna play football. So you ain't had no choice. It was preordained. And as far as career go, I know exactly what you're talking about because I was in Korea. So we're not gonna get into the nitty gritty. That's why I bust out laughing. When you
I don't know.
I'm gonna have Armin text you, so that way, see that exit. So I'm gonna go ahead. So you say you end up being better than your dad. What audience? Your dad.
Viewing audience wants to know what's going on in Korea.
We can't really get we G-rated. We can't go
R-rated. Give us the PG version.
What?
The PG version.
It's not the PG version. Not good if you can't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like having ice cream and they promise you a cone. You ain't never get it. Just holding it in your hand. So you're not go. AJ, when I call you on the phone, then we could talk. But anyway, so you say you're better than your dad.
I got you.
In the sports, and as far as the football went, I believe you. And then because you're bigger and stronger than him, and then on top of that, but I also know my question: when you was traveling, my kids are military brats too. Would you have changed that portion of your life if you could? Being a military brat.
No, it's an experience that you'll never forget. Being able to see the sights and places to explore that you probably never get to. It was an amazing experience. The only thing I would take back is the moving every 3 years part, but besides that, I wouldn't change nothing. I'm very appreciative of the life that I lived.
And that's awesome. My children say the same thing, but I know you really appreciate the life that you lived in Korea. But so but I will say this. I don't know what you did in Korea, but I will say this, right? When y'all take from it what you want, you are your father's son. That's all I'm gonna say on that part. You are your father's son. And with that, I'm gonna turn you back over to the guy you look like.
So now let's go back to Korea, okay? As an 8th grader, you were playing basketball over there, right? What are some of your achievements you made as an 8th grader playing basketball? There was no football, no baseball, just basketball. What are some of the achievements that you accomplished over there?
So I was the first 8th grader in school history to ever make the varsity basketball team.
Awesome,
nice.
Awesome. Now, is there any place that you had gone to while over there, sports-wise? Is there a particular place that you had gone to?
I did. I got to go play in a basketball tournament in Okinawa, Japan, which is very different and interesting. But I did get to play a basketball tournament over there.
So now you were able to make, as an 8th grader, the varsity basketball team. But now when you left and went to Kansas, your whole focus was on football. All right. Did you still have an itch to play basketball?
I did have an itch to play basketball. I did play varsity basketball in Leavenworth the 3 years that I was there. I did continue to do that. So I did start the itch on basketball. But football definitely became my passion once I got out there.
Yes, yes. What are some of the players? Now you played against some freshman players while in high school. They were gifted enough to play pro ball. Who are some of the guys you played against in high school?
Depends on how old everybody is that's paying attention and watching. But there was one awesome running back, the shortest thing ever, but was fast and strong as can be, and his name was Darren Sproles. He went to K State, then went to the league, played in the league for about 6, 7 years, maybe more. But definitely Darren Sproles was one of them. Um, I know JUCO. I don't know why I can't remember the guy's name, but he played safety against me at Coffeyville. He ended up going to Florida and ended up playing in the league too. Reggie Nelson. His name was Reggie Nelson.
Mm.
And I played against him. And then when I transferred to Southern Illinois, Brandon Jacobs was another player.
Yeah, Brandon Jacobs. So while in high school, okay, what are some of the accomplishments that you made while playing high school football?
I was an all-county, all-state player. Because of my accomplishments on the field, my coaches made up an award that was pretty much just for me. They called it the Slobber Knocker Award, which I got every year. I was at Leavenworth. But I was an all-state, all-Met player, and all-county player.
Now, what exactly does a slobber knocker mean? Well, what is that? Can you hear me?
Sounds like to me, you knock the slob or spit out some.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So slobber knocker meant what?
It was a Slobber Knocker Award. If you don't understand or know what it means, watch my highlights. You'll find out real fast.
Good step aside. Good side step. Good side step.
Now, before I pass it to Jeannie, you mentioned Coffeyville. All right.
I did.
All right. Now, the University of Missouri sent Coffeyville to recruit you. All right. What was it that changed your mind about wanting to attend Coffeyville versus the school that you went to?
I went on a visit. I'm not saying it was a bad visit. Just the town that Coffeyville was in was a very old, historical, boring town. If I know I was going to do it for 2 years, I wanted to be somewhere where I knew I would enjoy. And then when I went to visit Hutch, the culture and the coaching made me change my decision from going Coffeyville to Hutch, even though the University of Maryland wanted me to go to Coffeyville.
Yeah. Jenny, you can have it from here.
Okay. So some of your accomplishments in high school football, you were able to get a full ride scholarship, right, for football.
Yes.
So share with the audience your experience as a football player in college and some of the accomplishments that you accomplished.
Well, I will tell you this: college is definitely a life-changing experience. You will grow up real fast, very fast. You're no longer a teenager. You're now considered an adult on your own. But it is a blessing in disguise. Being able to get a full ride to play college football is a blessing in its own as well, because it's you against a million other kids trying to get that one scholarship to pay for your schooling. So I can't complain at all. It was a wonderful, amazing experience. I met some wonderful, amazing people from all over the United States. A couple of them I'm still friends with now. A couple of them I still keep in contact, especially through social media. Some I still have numbers. But if you ever get a chance to go to college and you have that opportunity, I will tell you to take it, because it's an opportunity that you will never forget or regret. And you learn a lot of life lessons that'll help you as you get older and graduate from college. Deja could probably attest to that.
Yeah, big word of wisdom. Yeah. Okay, can you share with us some of your accomplishments on the football field?
At Hutchinson, I was an all Jayhawk conference player as a safety. I ended up being, instead of being first team, I was second team behind Reggie Nelson, who ended up playing in the NFL. I was a three-star on Rivals.com safety coming out of JUCO of Hutchinson. I had offers from Kansas, K-State, Texas Tech, UTEP, University of New Mexico State. I got to play against amazing players that ended up going to other places. I ended up transferring to Southern Illinois University in Carbondale. There, I ended up getting a special teams player of the week for blocking the punt against Southeast Missouri State. I also graduated. My father contested this. I told him I would never go to college and get a degree. I ended up going there, getting a degree in college because he told me my options was that in the military, and I definitely wasn't going to the military. So I took that option. I wasn't going, Mr. Roger. The military took enough of my life in my younger years. So, and plus, my father had me out there in PTs early in the morning, so I definitely wasn't going that route.
That's what I'm talking about. Get him right.
College was definitely a blessing.
Thanks for sharing that with us, AJ. Next, I'm going to turn it over to Ayana.
But yeah, so we mentioned about your military experience, being a military brat, and just meeting people throughout the years. One of the things that I noticed is that some people who were born military brats, they have a difficult time connecting with people or keep maintaining friendships. So speak to that. Were you able to maintain friendships, or was it kind of difficult because you were moving around so much?
Let's just say I am my father's son, my father's keeper. He definitely named the right one after him. But as far as meeting people and making new friends, I didn't really have a problem with that. I'm not gonna say I was popular, but I did, because of my personality and my character. It was easy for me to get to know people and make new friends. Now I will say I'm not gonna be the first to sit there and talk to you, because I'm the type of person to sit there and be aware of his surroundings first and try to understand where I'm at and who I'm around. But once we get to know each other, especially playing sports, that's one way I definitely met a lot of people, made a lot of friends when it came to the military.
Very wonderful. And so we talked about all these places you traveled. I love travel, and I'm also a foodie. So I want to know, out of the places you've been, what was the best cuisine? I want to know where my next trip should be going. So what was the best cuisine? What is that thing that you had in some other country that was just, that just stays on your mind? Like, wow, that was it. Like if I could have it today, I would want it.
I have to go with Korea. Definitely have to go with Korea. There's a Korean restaurant down the street from my job that I go to at lunchtime. Most of the time it's called bulgogi, chicken bulgogi or beef bulgogi. That's my go-to every time I get a chance. So I definitely have to say Korea.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I love Korean as well. Right, turn over to you, Roger.
It's funny, Ayana said she's a foodie and she weighed like 98 pounds. You think a foodie would be a big person? She kills me every time.
But what?
I said, you say you a foodie and you weigh like 98 pounds.
Wow. No,
when somebody say they're a foodie,
I can put down a plate, Roger. Don't let the
I believe that. I believe that. My sister, she was the same way. When she did eat, but she only ate like once a week. But anyway, so so your experience in your sports and you're traveling all over the world, thanks to your dad, and you're down there in the Korean store from your job eating that bulgogi, which is beef and chicken. See, somebody else been to Korea. What experience that you took from your playing football days to now your coaching days? You're coaching, am I correct?
Yes, I am coaching. I coach at Meade High School.
Yeah, so what experience in your playing days gravitated over to your coaching days? That's part one, two-part question. And part two, when you're coaching, do you ever, and this is you, so don't worry about your dad, ain't gonna be no backlash. do you ever take your dad's advice while you out there coaching? You can say no.
Well, the first part to your question, everything that I learned and that was taught to me playing football, I usually give back to my players. It was taught to me for a reason, and that was for me to use it to my advantage to become a better player on the field. And everything that was taught to me, I used for my players to teach them, to help them take advantage of it. Not only because I was taught that, but what I was taught is what got me to the level I was at, and that's what I'm trying to do to help get those kids, those players, to the level that they're at. By the way, I'm on an excellent coaching staff at Meade High School, so I can't complain because all of our coaches are great. Most of our coaches on the staff are like me, went to D1, played D1 football. So I can't complain at all. Great coaching staff. And two, when it comes to taking advice from my father, I'm not going to lie, he don't give no advice at all. The only advice he has for me is you should be at Annapolis. You're a Panther. You're not a Mustang. I say, hey, Mustang pride all day, baby. Mustang pride.
That's crazy. But your father, he gonna ride that Panther stuff till he probably have it on his headstone. But it's great to see that you're doing your thing, that you had the strength and the ambition and the intestinal fortitude to follow this thing all the way through. Sometimes when things get hard, folk give up. And it's hard. It is. Every 36 months, you're going somewhere else. And during that time, as you was coming up, it was becoming popular. But during that time, it wasn't all this Facebook and computer, and I pick a cell phone up and call you from overseas. It was a lot to get through to call home. When we were stationed at Howland, my kids I had to get on the phone and call California. And then California operator would make the call for me, to the house. And then a lot of times ain't nobody there. And you got to go through all that again for other people to try to get the phone call. And then sometimes I had to go through Belgium, and then Belgium would connect me to California. Then California would call Annapolis. But see, so it's hard during that time to keep a friendship when you're going through all that 10 days to get a letter and all that craziness. But nowadays, I talked to one of my friends earlier today, and he in Australia. He just dialed up, and we was talking. But to see you fulfilling your goals is definitely a major achievement. And just in case you haven't told, your father was talking about, he's very proud of you. But he always tried to be hard when he around you. I know, because, I was there when he proposed, and AJ tried to be hard, and I was standing by AJ, and I saw a little tear slip down his eye. Remember that, AJ, when I was standing beside you? See, laughing because I'm telling the truth. Oh, yeah. See, now you don't remember. Yeah. We standing by the food. You remember that?
I don't remember none of that.
Yeah, I guess not, because that little tear slipped down. And I told you don't get none on my suit. Remember I had that bad suit on. I said, don't be getting my suit wet now. They lie money for that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I know. See, it come up. It's great that you're doing your thing, man, and that you're representing your family so well with what you're doing. You're a dad. You got lovely daughters. Good thing they look like their mama, and all that good stuff. And see, I snuck that in there. Yeah, and the fact that you coaching football. So now we're expecting the Mustangs to be having a championship up in here soon, right?
Oh yeah, real soon.
Okay, that's awesome, man. You keep on doing your thing. I'm gonna pass you over to your dad because he's getting nervous. That's why I keep drinking that water.
So I gotta point out a few fellas that's watching the viewers, like Orlando Maple, Lodi, Darryl Brown, Jack Abrams. And when the question, when the comment was made by you that you should be coaching at Annapolis, they all agree. That's where you should be. But we're gonna sidestep that. Now, Jack Abrams said that you were a thug from Annapolis, right? So in other words, Annapolis High used to use your highlight film, all right, so that their players could see a safety play and how to play and how to hit. How did that make you feel knowing that they were using your highlight film to motivate their defensive backs? And not just defensive backs, but everybody. How did that make you feel?
When I first heard about it, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was in shock. But I was also humble and honorable at the same time. I will say I kind of did feel bad for my brother at the time because he was playing for Annapolis at the time. So he caught a lot of the backlash. Why you don't hit like your brother? Why you don't play like your brother? We're two different people. But it was definitely a humbling and honoring experience when I found out about it, and a blessing as well, because that just speaks volume of who you are as a person, your character, and your talent, and just being able people to use you as inspiration and motivation is a blessing. I mean, it came a long ways.
Wow. Now we're gonna go back to this Carbondale and University of Missouri thing. Okay, I feel that you made a pretty good decision, but the University of Missouri, what prevented you from even thinking about that?
A lot of people don't know. I found out something very major leaving junior college about certain things about college when it came to recruiting. If a lot of people don't know, or kids don't know, especially the kids that play sports, they have this thing called the clearinghouse. At the time, I didn't know nothing about the clearinghouse, anything about it. And when it came for me to pick my next destination out of junior college, a lot of schools fell off and fell back from me because I was missing a class or something that wasn't in clearinghouse. So a lot of those major Power 5, FBS, D1 schools that was trying to recruit me fell off. And the reason I found out was because it was 2 FCS schools with a D1 AA schools, or 3 of them at the time, Southern Illinois, Illinois State, and Western Kentucky, all found out about it and told my parents, especially my mother, that there's this one particular class that I needed to call the school I went to and get this grade for them to put in the clearinghouse in order for them to offer me to come play at their school. So that's how I ended up losing out on Missouri and a lot of the big time Power 5 schools. But those schools stuck around and stuck with me. They helped my mother and my father through the process to get that one class taken squared away. And then after that, it was a decision between those 3 schools, Western Kentucky, Illinois State, and Southern Illinois. And after my visit to all 3, I chose Southern Illinois.
Awesome. So what? One thing about going to college is the biggest thing is an education. All right. One of the questions that your father asked the coaches, it wasn't about your education. It was, can you get him in the NFL? So by hearing that said to your coaches, right? How did that make you feel?
I just laughed. It was funny. I'm not even gonna lie. It was funny, but the best one besides that was, where's my gear? Can you give me some gear? I need gear. He was more worried about the gear than the NFL, but once I made that transition, then it was talking about NFL. But it was funny, but seeing that your parents have that much confidence in you to make it to the next level and promote you like that, I mean, you can't trade that for nothing else in the world. And I was very grateful, and wanted to succeed and put my family out there on the map was a big goal and the step that I wanted to take. So very, very grateful of that.
So, you did receive an invite to the Giants and the Patriots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened with that?
NFL, it's a business. It's a business. I don't really talk about it like I should, because it definitely was. A lot of people don't even get that. But I definitely did get 2 invites. I got an invite to the Patriots and to the Giants. But what happened when the time came down to it, they ended up picking somebody else to come into camp over me. And the business that it is, they told my agent, and then I get a letter in the mail saying, thank you for your interest in our organization. And that was it. But it's nothing for me to be sad or unhappy about just being able to get the invites. and receive those letters. Like I said, a lot of people can't say they have that or got that because it's very hard to even get to that point for the NFL. So, like I said, it's just a blessing, and I can't thank nobody else but the man above for even allowing that to be a part of my situation.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I got some more questions for you, but I'm gonna defer to Jeannie right now.
Hey, what I'm going to do is just step away from the interview for a few seconds, and we just introduce our audience to our new member of the team, Ms. Deja Smith. We just want to let you all know that she's a new member, and she'll be helping with us in the background with our communications and marketing. So, welcome, Deja.
Awesome. Welcome, Deja.
I didn't have any more questions.
Awesome.
All right. So tell us your most memorable moment as a coach.
Oh, wow. Memorable moment as a coach. I want to say last year was my most memorable moment as a coach. It was my first year as a head coach. I was the JV head coach. I still am the JV head coach. It was a amazing, wonderful season. The most memorable part about it is my players. My players and my coaching staff. I had great players, great coaching staff. They adapted to us. They matched our energy on and off the field. They gravitated to us. We had an 8-2 winning season. Should have played for the county championships. Got cheated out of that. But, I'm not going to harp over that because I don't want to take away from their awesome season that they had. But spectacular bunch of kids. A lot of those kids moving up to play varsity this year. So, they're going to represent for us very well. But that was my most memorable, great moment because those kids really took on to me as a leader. A leader of their football team, and so did the staff as well. And we all came together and put together a great package, a great coaching for the kids, and it showed on the field with the way we was punishing teams, except for the two teams that we lost to. But I'm still grateful for those players and the coaching staff that was underneath me, plus the coaching staff that I was coaching with for the varsity as well. So.
All right, that's wonderful. And
nice.
So Tanardo says, that's my cuz right there, one of the best in the business. I'm truly blessed to coach with him.
Thanks, cuz.
All right, Roger.
Yeah, so I want to ask you about your daughters.
Okay.
And then do you feel that, but before that, I want to tell you a run-in I had with your oldest daughter. So I went to Armin's house because I was cooking. Blue Diamond was having this thing for the ladies, and so she was in the kitchen doing a kid thing. You know how your dad's house design. You can run through the kitchen and get in that little room, hang a left, and come through the living room. So she's doing the circle thing. So I told her, I said, the oven is hot, right? I said, so you need to stop running because you're gonna fall into the oven. And the oven is too hot. And she looked me dead in my face and said, well, all you got to do is turn it off.
Definitely get that from your mother.
I didn't say nothing. I just turned around and did like this.
For you, Roger.
Yeah, I just did like this and just kept right on cooking. I didn't even say nothing else. But with that being said, I love her to death, though. She was on point. She put her little hands on her hip. I said, what? She said, all you got to do is turn it off. But I'm cooking. But okay, no problem. But anyway, it was so funny. But do you see, because you come from an athletic background, your uncle, your father, your great uncle, the guy in Georgia, they all athletic. Do you see any athleticism, developing your daughters, and are they being drawn to the athletic arena to play some type of sport?
I do, and all my daughters, and all of them. I'm not really grooming them right now because I want my kids to enjoy being a child and growing up. But eventually we'll start putting them into sports. They keep asking, can we play this sport, that sport? But eventually we'll put them in sports. Right now, my oldest child, She is an amazing, awesome dancer. She definitely don't get that from me. I don't know who in the family she gets it from that dances, but she's an amazing dancer. I don't know if her mom. I don't think her mom's a dancer either, or in her family. But the skills and the talent she has on that dance on that stage, and the dance that she does is wonderful and amazing. Truly blessed and proud of her. My second oldest, well, first oldest is Sarai. My second oldest, Harmony. Um, she just wants to play any sport and every sport she could probably play. So eventually we're gonna start putting her in the sports. She was doing dance at one point. She wanted to dance, but I guess she didn't like it no more, so we stopped doing that. But she's interested in basketball. She keeps talking about basketball, so we're gonna let her play some basketball. Then Nova, my third child, I think she might be the football player. That one right there, she's a little rough. She's a little rough right there. You know, it'd be interesting to figure out what sport should be interested in playing. I know she tried dancing and ballet, but she wasn't with that at all. And then Ava, my youngest one, she might be a bully. I don't know if she's gonna play a sport. She might be the one beating up kids. That thing right there, she need to play a lacrosse or something where she can hit somebody, or football. But we'll see as they get older. We just gotta figure it out. What they want to play and what they want to stick to. As you guys know, there's a lot of sports and opportunities for them to choose from. So I'm not going to deteriorate them from any. But whatever sports get them that free scholarship to school is a sport that we gonna stick to.
Well, they got women's boxing and they got women's football as well. Real football, not that lingerie crap. But but it's good that you had stepped back and letting them choose their own way. But just between us, she ain't getting that dancing from your father either, because I've been to the club. I don't know if she's getting it from somewhere, but I'm going to pass it back to your dad. I just want to clear it in case anybody was confused, saying maybe she got it from Armin.
Yeah, Armin was too cool for all that stuff. He didn't want to sweat.
Okay.
Hey, so Junior, listen, Tornado, all right?
Junior.
AJ, Tornado, right? Cousin, I love him. Both of you, you're traitors, man. But how does it feel? Great coaching. How does it feel coaching with Tornado when you could have been with Hunt?
All right, so let's get to the backstory of this right here. Let's tell it from the beginning. I've been coaching with Tornado, my cousins, since R5, which was the travel squad that we had, which was pretty dominant in the county. I started there with him and most of the coaches that I'm with now. We was at R5 together. We coached at Severn together. So he brought me on in 2019 to Meade when he was brought on the coaching staff in Meade. The great thing about Tornado is, all of us coach together. So, we all are one. So if he get a job or if I was to get a job, he's going to call and make sure we all are on board to come with him. And that's the thing he did at Meade in 2019. He called all of us that coached with him at I-5 or Severn, and we all came with him as a coaching staff. And then when things didn't work out, we all left together. But the interesting thing was he ended up getting the head coach job at JV at Crofton High School, the new school Crofton. And he called me to be his defensive coordinator. And I told Cuz, wherever you go, I'll go. So I went to Crofton with him. And then it's funny, we talk about the Annapolis situation. Tornado applied for the position. He applied for it. Crazy part is they didn't interview him.
Yeah.
So he didn't get the job. They didn't interview. He applied for me, and he got the job. No. Yes. No, I take that back. Yes, he got the job in Meade. And it's funny because after he got the job in Meade, Hunt got the job at Annapolis.
Yeah.
And Hunt called the first ones he wanted to bring on staff was me and Tenardo. But we was like, oh no, I take that back. We were still dedicated to Crofton. We was at Crofton. And then waiting to find out, and then Tenardo got the job, then Hunt got the position in Annapolis, and he wanted me bring Tenardo as the OC at Annapolis and bring me as the DC to Annapolis, but we had already had our positions at Meade. So that's how we didn't end up at Annapolis, and that's how we ended up at Meade. So that's how that whole situation go, because everybody knows it's all about politics. Not saying Hunt didn't deserve the job, because Hunt is an excellent and great coach, and he's doing an excellent job at Annapolis now. But that's the story of how we didn't end up at Annapolis, and we ended up right back at Meade.
Yeah. Well, before I ask you about the Boys and Girls Club, and Tenado's listening, all right, you guys know I bleed Panther, all right, but Coach Hunt, he hooked me up with a lot of things. All right. Now it's Coach Tenardo turn. Okay. So the shirt, the Panther shirts, the Panther shorts. I need that. Okay. All right. So but I bleed Panther. So we're gonna shift away from that. All right. And you did some work for the Boys and Girls Club. You actually started the football program at the Boys and Girls Club, right?
I did. Mr. Brody, Reginald Brody, one of my greatest bosses ever, had a vision that he wanted to start a youth football league at Boys and Girls Club that he's been trying to do for years. But when the opportunity came, and he said, "Don't worry about the money, just make it happen." And the rest was history. I made it happen. Made the first football program in Boys and Girls Club history of Anne Arundel County, tackle football, that played in the AAYFA for Anne Arundel County.
And the color and the name was after who?
So we actually got the color and the name from Bates High School. Since we was connected to the senior center, and Brody was well connected with Bates and the Bates Legacy Center, he decided, and I agree, I thought it was an awesome idea to name our football team after the original first African-American high school in Annapolis, Bates High School.
Well, that's awesome. I want to thank you for coming on tonight. It's been great. Awesome. You are a traitor, but you're still my son, and I appreciate it.
Mean. Stop it.
No, we said we were gonna do that dad stuff, man.
I couldn't help it, man. He's coaching at me. Hey, what can see?
I've been waiting all night for you to do that, AJ.
See that? hey. So now, you're trying to get your master's degree now, right?
Yes.
Are you?
I am.
Good. That's good. I'm happy and proud for you. But again, everybody that's out there that's watching on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Okay, the young lady again that Jeannie had introduced to you. This is a product of what the Legend of the Past and Future is about. We want to take care of our youth that's in school. We want to help youth go to school, if not on a scholar, but putting money in their pocket. They just going to be working with us, and who knows? She may stay with us after school or while doing school. Working what she's going to be working for us. Deja, you pledging?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. AJ, did you get a chance to play?
I'll plead the fifth on that one.
Well, we have one person that pledged, and that's Jeannie Deck. You know, she was with the AKA. She is with the AKAs. Yeah. Ayana. She didn't
AJ, I just
pledge,
want to
but
say that. Oh,
huh?
sorry. Go ahead. I just wanted to tell AJ that I'm a patriot for life.
You're
Oatmeal patriot.
Oatmeal, okay.
my brother coached at Meade last season. Keith Smith.
That's my dog. That is my guy.
Patriots for life over
Smith
here.
Shout out to Keith Smith and the Qs, the bros. Love y'all.
Awesome. Everybody out there, do we have any parting comments? Do you have any comments, Jeannie?
Not just want to thank AJ for coming on and sharing his experience with us. It's been a great interview tonight. And again, welcome, Deja.
Awesome. Ayana? She disappeared. Okay, Ayana.
You coming back?
There we go.
Okay.
Congrats on all your success, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Roger.
Now, AJ, I talked to your father earlier about that junior stuff. He's supposed to call you AJ. But as soon as you didn't agree with him about being a Panther, the father gear kicked in. And he started saying junior. But I've been waiting for you to do this all night. You know, I mean, just throw it on him. But he ain't got no complaints, man. We all super proud of you. It's an honor to have you on the show. Deja, welcome to the team. We happy to have you here to making us look smart. Me and Armin, not the ladies.
Thank
you. AJ, we looking for a championship from you shortly. And I wouldn't hurt my feelings if if you did whip up on the Panthers and then go to the championship. You do, even though my cousin Lodi gonna be mad. I know he is. Look at all them Panther fans mentioning it. Huh? You know, I'm a soldier. I joined up at 19 and got out at 49. So I'm a soldier. But go ahead and do your thing. And we wish you much luck and success. And thanks for giving us, the privilege to interview you tonight. Appreciate you big time, man. I'm gonna have a comeback for your daughter when I see her.
Awesome. Deja, is there anything you would like to say?
Thanks for joining. I don't know.
It's okay. You're gonna get better and better, and you see this crew that you're around.
Yes.
All right, you're gonna be awesome. You're gonna be awesome. Trust me.
Thanks for bringing me on.
Absolutely, Junior. What encouraging thing would you like to leave for the kids that are watching tonight?
Tell the kids, never give up on your dreams. You never know what God has in place for you. Just keep fighting, keep pushing, never give up. Even when times get rough and hard, keep fighting. Keep fighting, keep proving yourself, keep dedicating yourself, and make your haters mad. People always want to see you fail or fall. Just keep pushing and succeed. People's I always say all the time, the negative that people bring to you is always a positive for you, because all they do is make you stronger and help push you forward. So, with that being said, I'd like to let Orlando Mackel know that North County can come see this work in August. Since you keep talking trash, we'll see you in August. Just watch what you ask for, because we've been known to put the hind part. So be careful. Be careful what you ask for.
Hey,
let us know. We'll come to that game.
You see what's scrolling at the bottom? You can donate to the show by Cash Apping $ Armand Wallace. Deja, she's not coming free. She's not coming free, but this is the beginning of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish. All right. Thank you all for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next Wednesday, maybe. More to follow. Peace and love. We love all of you.
Bye, everybody.
Everybody, good night.
You have a good one.